spawning down in the bottom right position of the map, representing Ting. It is the red Protoss player, made his race switch a while ago and really took off with it. It is Neeb.
Absolutely.
For quite some time, probably the best foreigner.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I remember when I started going to the GSLs when I lived in Korea in 2018. He was the big foreign hope in the GSL. Made it to the round of 4. The season I watched it, which an American has never done before.
Yeah, the only other player was Jinro, and he is Swedish.
Yeah, way back in the day. Dang, man, Shinro in the GSL. Whew.
Yeah, the Gorilla Terran.
And his opponent in the top left-hand side in the blue, representing Sloth Esports Club, although apparently they have closed their doors. They still have a dope logo, though. It is Creature.
That it is.
Man, isn't that cool?
And yeah, it's kind of neat that there's still some of these like legacy logos, like that they still exist. It's cool.
I'm a sucker for a good team logo, man. Anybody that has a cool, like, even though I'm casting just like ladder games or casual games with my viewers, anybody who has a cool logo, I'm like, oh, hang on, what is this all about? What's your team name? Let me look it up. Oh, that's so cool. I'm very easily distracted by that. But hopefully, Creature isn't easily distracted. He's dropping a forward pylon outside of his main base here in the middle of the map that Neeb has not yet spotted. Now, Neeb's got a probe in the main base, knows that there's something missing, right? This probe has been scouting around. He's like, where is that third pylon? Should be out by now. What's going on? Must know that he's being proxied. Does he suspect that it's a proxy robo, do you think?
Well, actually, it is only there should only be 2 pylons in the main. So Creature is masking this a little bit by building that extra pylon. So I don't think he's necessarily onto that yet.
I was like, okay, he's got the 2 in the main. He's dropping the third bait. I'm just so used to this not happening. That's actually a really sharp move from Creature and a good pickup there, Steadfast. So Neeb has not seen this, and as you said, maybe not familiar or not expecting it. He is going to drive right on by with these Adepts, has not scouted it yet. And what's the first thing to come out of here? Straight into Immortal?
Usually, yes. Yeah, usually it's going to be Immortal and then a War Prism, and then you just shell away at those high ground buildings. But we are seeing a little bit of an engagement in the middle. The Stalkers of Creature kind of catching the Adepts of Neeb for a little bit. They did get no hull damage, but they did bruise up the shields a little bit, so it will take a little while before they can get repaired up. It is going to be a Phoenix, by the way, and it looks like Neeb does actually... He does know... Did he scout this? He did. Okay.
He did. What did he scout it with?
Must have been a probe or something.
Huh. Don't know how I missed that. We were so busy watching the other engagements the other side of the map. But now he knows it's coming. You're right. Phoenix first is the right choice into maybe second Phoenix, and then I wouldn't be surprised if it was Void Ray or something just to get some damage done. That might be a bit of an extreme example. But the Robo down, and I don't know. Neeb's got a little bit back home. He's doing a little pressure on the other side of the map as well. But let's see if this engagement happens, if anything happens here in this engagement.
Lifting the Immortal and the Stalker. He gets that first Stalker kill, and well, this Phoenix is not going to be able to secure the kill on the Immortal. Good decision from Neeb to actually consciously drop that. Oh wow, Creature actually turned off the auto engage on the battery, on the barrier for this Immortal. But this is looking so good for Neeb to hold off, and well, 2 batteries get drained of energy, and Creature gets drained of army units.
And he's about to get drained of some probes as well. He's got these Adepts into the main base, forcing a warp in back home from Creature, so Creature unable to engage with this. It looks like the Stalkers did, or the Phoenix did pick up that Immortal, so one Immortal's going to trade out for one Stalker, or pardon me, the Immortal's going to trade out for the Phoenix, and the Stalkers are getting chased all the way back home, and now I think this Pylon might even go down. I don't even think this Immortal's going to get out here. Oh, Steadfast, this looks so rough. GG, immediately.
Yeah, and it all came down to that fantastic scout from Neeb, so he is used to playing on EU, right? So he knows when Protoss players pull these kind of tricky shenanigans. Honestly, he's probably more used to players proxying their second pylon and doing nothing with it. So if anything, it's probably even a little bit suspicious to see that second pylon in the main base. He's probably like, you know what? I don't believe this. This is a lie. I don't believe you.
I don't trust you. I love it. Well, anyway, good scout. I can't believe I missed the scout, but that was so clutch from Neeb there in game 1. So probably the expected result here. Creature a little slow to try his crazy strategy, but at least he's trying something unusual. I think you said before the game he's got to maybe try and get something a little off the wall, a little unusual done to try and take a quick leg up on Neeb. Because Neeb, I think, again, one of the hands-down favorites to move forward in this group. Group A has been really interesting. If you look at the scores, Steadfast, I don't know if you checked it out, but before the TLO game, there were 6 players in this group of 8 tied for first place at 2-1.
Yep. I noticed that, and I was like, that is crazy, because there's players with a 2-1 scoreline that currently sit outside of qualifying. Now, obviously, that won't last, but, like, that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I use the phrase statistically unlikely a lot, but I think really 6 2-1s is very statistically unlikely. I know there was a lot of not win trading, but, you know, player A beats player B beats player C beat player A. I think that happened twice in the group A. So a lot to think about here, and no clear winner. Let's see if Neeb can move his way up to first place to tie Dario, or if maybe Creature can bring something back here in game number 2.
And we have spawning down in the bottom left position of Everdream. It is representing Ting, Neeb.
Keep waiting for Ting to pick up a second player, but no dice yet. Spawning in the top right-hand side in the blue from Sloth Esports Club, it's our other American Protoss player. His name is Creature.
And, well, certainly doing his best. And the Proxy Robo is a very strong build. If it goes unscouted, it does have a very high win percentage. But when it gets scouted that early, and you can, as Neeb, decide to go for a Stargate with a Phoenix. I don't think he scouted it in time to build the Stargate, but the Phoenix is such a strong counter to that Immortal, because the Immortal is really just, it's that one unit. And the Phoenix literally nullified a third of the army as the first push of Creature got in. And it looks like he's going to be getting another proxy pylon here.
But Neeb answering as well, so both players with these proxy pylons. Interestingly, Creature is abandoning his proxy pylon down at the south side to go out and scout. And actually, if he takes a scouting path like he wants to, it looks like he's edging closer and closer here to Neeb's proxy. Is Creature going to spot this? Oh, he absolutely is, unless he reroutes this.
Oh, he does reroute it, but I think oh my goodness, no way.
You're joking. Oh my god.
He's got to check the top.
Oh no. Okay, there we go. Thank God.
Oh, if that had been placed to the right, that would not have been scouted. I guarantee it.
Wow.
If he had placed that to the right, that would have been completely missed. Oh man, the luck from Creature there almost was terrible, and then ended up being very good.
You tell me about it. Goodness gracious. So Neeb is dropping a Stargate back home, as well as that third gateway out in the middle of the map. Seems like a very aggressive strategy from Neeb. A lot of production buildings out very quickly. Is he going to start cutting drones and just going off one base? Surely Creature must be going for an expand here soon. We see no additional tech out from him and a lot of bank.
So it looks like Neeb actually canceled the proxy and then built the Stargate back at home. So he upon having that scouted, he was like, you know what? No, we're not going to... It's already been scouted. There's no mystery. Me getting this across the map quicker isn't going to do anything. It's just going to expose it for later. And if you're going Stargate, well, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm just going to build a Stargate at home. And I do like Creature's response, just to take a Nexus. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree. I think take the Nexus is a good option here, especially with the Robo behind it. You can get out the Observer, get some scouting done. But the first Oracle is already on its way across the map, and I don't know if you can count here. There's not a lot of units at home for Creature right now. His Stalkers are out on the map taking down this pylon, and the Oracle from Neeb should be popping out any second now to head across the map and try and get some damage done. If those Stalkers aren't in place, he'd get a lot of damage done. That said, Creature is bringing those back home. I think he should be pretty safe.
Yeah, most likely. Even if he was a little bit late on that, he could most certainly have gone for a recall. Not ideal, but better than losing, a ton of probes. And Creature, behind all this, he is getting a shield battery in the main base that, of course, nullifies the effectiveness of just a single Oracle. You need the double Oracle to try and one-shot probes.
Yeah, and that's what Neeb's going for here. Second Oracle on the way, but it's very, very late. Of course, Creature has not spotted the Stargate yet, unless I've missed something. I don't believe he knows that he's up against Oracle. He won't until this hallucinated Scouting Phoenix gets across the map. Neeb's natural is coming down right now, but it's very late, and his worker count already 7 behind his opponent. Is Creature in a solid spot right now, Steadfast?
Creature's in a great spot, and it all comes off the back of that much quicker Nexus. Now, that being said, he has to not take damage to this Oracle. And the Adepts actually get into the main base. This is going to be devastating. As I talk about how Creature's in a great spot, he is suddenly in a terrible one. Probes pulled to fight the Adepts. They will not target fire, but 16 workers just went down. And, well, that's really bad for Creature.
That's really bad for Creature, Steadfast. Neeb gonna sack one of the Oracles here. The second one, of course, with the Warp Prism, or with the Shield Battery, not really worth it. Oh my god, he's gonna get another probe on the transfer. 19 probe kills, and this is gonna spark some desperation out of Creature. He's dropping a proxy pylon to the north side. I wonder what that's for if you're way behind in a game. If only there was some building you could build when you were behind. I guess he needs a Templar Archives first, but...
yeah, unfortunately he doesn't have that Twilight Council, but Neeb is already got a Shield Battery at the natural. He's got Immortal production coming down. Now, he doesn't know about this, otherwise he would cut probe production. But he may just let these probes finish and then, yeah, continue to add on Shield Batteries. He's already got 1, 2 more on the way. He's got a bunch of Force Fields to buy time, and perfect Force Fields right there from Neeb. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful, beautiful force fields there from Neeb. Just a half donut there, trapping in those Stalkers bit by bit, and Neeb is able to take a fight here. It is 1 Immortal versus 1 Immortal, but Shield Battery overcharge here to help top up Neeb. Neeb maybe using that a bit prematurely, but wow, he's even used the Oracle to draw some of that Stalker fire so he can get on top of the Immortal. Picks down 1 Stalker, another force field to drive it away, and Creature is just trying to snipe that Immortal, but it's not going to work. Oh.